Hello, hi, namaskar. I am Rishabh Chatterjee, and in this video I'll be sharing my review of the Mahindra Scorpio. So I had this car for around 1.5 days, did around 100 plus kilometers, and in this video I'll be sharing my review of how did I feel driving this car. Please do like my Facebook page and also follow me on Instagram. And if you find this video informative, don't forget to hit on that like button as it helps this video reach a lot more people. And now let's get started. So let's start with the looks. Now this looks very similar to the current 2018 one. So this vehicle is a 2017 one. The 2018 model also pretty much is the same. This is the base model and has done 55,000 kilometers. And let's start with the looks. So it's very basic. You can see the bumpers and all, everything is black. Even door handles, mirrors, everything is black. It looks good, it has good road presence, but definitely does not look the same as a top end one. That one looks slightly more better. Now driving wise, this one I thought would feel very good, but there are few things that I felt like drawbacks. And before this I never had driven a SUV for a long time. Like this was actually like 1.5 days, quite a long time. This one earlier I've driven for half an hour, 40 minutes. And in that I couldn't find out that many problems, but now after driving this, yes, I came to know the pros and cons of this car properly, so I thought I'll share that with you. So let's start with the pickup of this car is very good, I felt, but I now the rental car, so the maintenance should be a proper because it's given out to many people, but I'm not sure how good this car has been maintained, so my review is gonna be related to this car. Now driving wise, pickup was good, but I felt I used to know that Scorpio, even in if you are on lower speed at higher gear, it will pick up very easily, but this car was slightly struggling. It won't stall, I feel, but the pickup, it was slow, then suddenly you'll feel the punch. So that punch, I felt like whenever I'm at a slower speed at a higher gear, I used to think it'll pull very easily, but no, there is that lagging, pickup difference is there definitely. It won't stall, it'll keep on going, but yes, that confidence not there that it'll pull easily, that feeling is not there. Next is the steering, not very light, not very tight. But yes, compared to few weeks back, I had driven one more Scorpio that didn't feel this much tight. In that, even the clutch felt lighter, even steering felt lighter. This one feels slightly more harder. Even the clutch felt slightly more harder. Now gear shifts are not the most slickest. You have to keep finding little bit. You have to notchy. You have to move around your hand to get the gearing right. It's long throws also. But yes. I didn't have much problem in that. Now the suspension wise, this is supposed to be very soft, and I used to think that's a good thing, but this car has lot of body roll. I normally drive hatchbacks, and when we go over corners, in over bridge flyovers, when we go over corners, we can keep a pretty decent speed and go over the curve. But in this, when you are going at little high speed, you can feel that you are getting pushed to one side, and the car does not feel that confident. It's bouncing a lot too. Suspension is soft, so even when there's undulation, it bounces a lot. Earlier I used to feel, because suspension is soft, so when there's an undulation we can easily go over it because we won't feel it. But in this car it's not like that. It is soft, but the car bounces so much that if there are passengers in the car, I have to slow down because they can easily feel that there's some pothole. You won't feel the pothole much, but the car will shake so much that you have to slow down. Alright, so I'm continuing here because that time I didn't have that much time to speak. So I was talking about the suspension, and yes, as you heard, even when I was taking turns fast, you can't go much fast because you'll feel that the car will almost roll over. So you have to keep slowing down a little. So that was about the suspension. Now features wise, this was the base model, so we can't expect much. There was a music system, manual AC, but one thing that I felt was that power windows. There's no power window controls on the door. There's only one in the center, and other than that there's no power window control, only 4 windows only in the center. Other than that, suppose the back passenger wants to change open, he has to come here. If I want to open, then also have to come here. So little bit that was kind of inconvenience. Even one more thing was that locking system. Now our car was facing with a central locking problem, so the remote wasn't working. You have to manually lock, or like with the key lock and unlock. But inside the car there is no lock unlock button. Suppose I want to lock the car from inside, I couldn't find a button where to lock. Even like normally in the cars, if you see in this car, there's a like lock here, or in other cars it comes in the side, but in that car I couldn't find only where is this locking thing. So that was also one thing that I missed. Now moving on to the space. Now though this is a big SUV, but the space is not very high. It's decent, I won't say it's bad, but yes, it could have been better. If you see in the second seat too in that car, people, when full it was 3 passengers were sitting, they felt like it was not that spacious. Legroom was not that high. Even when you're sitting in the front seat, I was also feeling that I'm not getting that feel of a spacious car. Yes, it's a Jeep kind of feeling, more of a Jeep kind of feeling, but you won't feel like, oh, so much space, because the dashboard is also ahead and it's small, plus windows and all also not that big. So it won't give you space of very spaciousness. But yes, cabin is big. Now talking about the headlights, since I drove at night too, this one comes with the two setup, that is the high beam is a different light and a low beam is a different light. Normally in many cars you see it's a one unit and the bulb is different, but here the whole separate unit. So lighting was good, I didn't have any problems. Even in low beam it was illuminating the road very nicely, so I didn't have to use high beam much. Even on highway I could see very well the road. So yes, the headlight was very good. Now talking about the luggage space, now I will show you one picture. So this was when we were going back to the airport, and if you see the loading lip is little high because it's an SUV, so slightly there was a problem putting the luggages on top, but space wise it's decent. This is a 7-seater, this was a 7-seater car, so that means the left and the last seats were jump seats, the sideways one, not the proper one. So we just folded it, and you saw the picture, so much luggage was filled. It was slightly tough lifting the luggage, but yes, there's a lot of space. Plus the last seat, the window is not the normal, like some cars don't come like an unopenable window. This one has the slight mechanism, like you can open slightly. So if there is like if you want to like have airflow, so you can open that, and that's a good thing, there's a ventilation. Now I definitely enjoyed driving this car. It was a completely new experience, and that sitting high, and like you're higher than everyone else, and everyone, like whenever you come they look at you and they feel, whoa, big car is coming, and they give a different kind of look, and it was a completely different thing. I liked it. Yes, there were a few drawbacks that I told you about, but yes, sitting that high, driving a Jeep kind of thing in the city in traffic, everyone looking at you, it was super good, and I definitely liked that everyone looking at me and whoa, 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 that expression was on another level. So I think I've covered almost all the points that I felt was related to the driving experience, and luckily there was no problems as such with the car. Everything went smoothly, and yes, I came to know about lot of points about Scorpio, pros and cons. So overall, how is the car? It's a SUV, proper SUV. If you have lot of bad roads and you need the ground clearance, that's the main thing, ground clearance, this is the car for you. Many people have told me that for villages this is a perfect car, luxurious, plus it has the Jeep feeling and does the job of a Jeep. The lower variant is the, like if you say at a lower cost people buy in villages, Bolero, but this is slightly upgraded from the Bolero because slightly spacious look wise also. And yes, if you have a lot of off-road and all, 4-wheel drive you can use, and yes, it's really good for off-road. Our car was 2-wheel drive, but yes, I could feel that yes, on off-road it will do well. So that was my review of the Mahindra Scorpio after driving for 1.5 days. If you want to see me drive some other car, hopefully the company which wants to give me can contact me, email address below, and hopefully in the coming days I'll be able to review cars like this for many other brands. So if you want to support me, don't forget to hit on that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. This is Rishabh Chatterjee signing off. I'm looking here, but normally I have habit of looking that side, but the camera is this side now. So thank you for watching. This is Rishabh Chatterjee signing off, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Subscribe.